Hello, welcome to Late Nights with the Veg. Today we'll be talking about Donald Trump, music of the 21st century, and pubic hair. So yeah, there's this whole sort of buzz going on about Donald Trump. If you don't know who he is, get a fucking newspaper. But he's running for president now, which is a bit mental. I mean, he's good with the public. Personally, I would probably vote for him, just because he doesn't give a fuck. He's quite, what's the word? He relates to the public well. Let's just say that. Obviously, it's hard to relate to him because he's a fucking billionaire. But he relates to the public well, and a lot of people know that Americans are quite easily pleased like that. You get like the type of dog who, they're happy when they get, sort of luxury meat and massages. And then you get the other type of dog who is happy running after a fucking laser pointer and then sniffing their own arse. So it's that kind of thing. And personally, I feel, most Americans, I'm not saying all of them, but most of them are the latter. So they're quite easily pleased like that. But anyway, see what happens. I saw this one clip of, I'll probably link it below, but I saw this one clip of Donald Trump on WWE. Just on fucking WWE, just casually on WWE, wrestling down some other fucking dude while wearing a suit. And it was a bit cringe, but it's the same thing. Even with Boris Johnson, he had like a similar thing, but instead of men, he was decking children in a rugby game. Just saw some video clip of him running up to some fucking Oriental kid and just decking him for no apparent reason. I mean, they were playing a rugby game, but he took it a bit too far. He got a bit too into it. But he's got a few extra chromosomes, so you can't really blame the guy. But yeah, it was just a bit weird to see them try to relate so hard to the public of today. Like, I mean, I think they do it quite well in America. But here in the UK, you get David Cameron going to fucking like Croydon and shit, just trying to blend in. And you got Nigel Farage just holding like a fucking pint, trying to show that he's, like a normal sort of dude. And he's just, I don't know, it's just a bit cheesy, if you ask me. But anyway, at least they're quote unquote trying. But but yeah, we'll see what happens. The thing with another thing actually that I was going to point out with Donald Trump is that I mentioned it earlier. He doesn't give a fuck about like political correctness and all that, whereas they do a lot in the UK. He doesn't give a fuck about immigrants and Islamic terrorism and all that kind of stuff. But it's quite dangerous, because I think he's a nice guy, but he just doesn't know how to present himself. He doesn't know how to express himself in a way that doesn't sound racist or offensive, or Let me just turn my fan heater on. Feet are getting cold, but yeah, he doesn't know how to do it, and it's a bit, yeah, it's not great that he doesn't know how to do it, and also, you know, it's a bit like, it's a bit like having a pet monkey, and you know, on the one hand, yeah, the pet monkey can make your sandwiches, and he can make your breakfast and fucking massage your feet and shit, but on the other hand, he could just fucking throw shit at the walls, and you got to be really careful. So this is a classic monkey situation where shit could be thrown at the walls. I just think it's a bit. He's a billionaire, and you know, just because you're a billionaire doesn't mean you know politics necessarily. But be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, you know, this is my first time doing a talk. It's a bit fucking crazy just talking to myself, but whatever. Do you know what? It just occurred to me actually. I really need a piss. I don't know how radio presenters actually go for pisses. Like, I understand on fucking, like, if you listen to Kiss FM and shit like that, they just whack on another song, go for a piss. But on like LBC and like talk shows, I'm not quite sure how they do it. But anyway, the next topic that I wanted to speak about is one that's extremely close to my heart. It's about music of the 21st century. Now, I don't know about the people who are listening to this and how they feel about music of the 21st century, but I personally feel that all 99% of music made from 2000 onwards has been complete horse shit, and I just think it's, I don't know, I think music's just become dumbed down. Like, all you have to do nowadays is you put on a track with a beat, you have some auto-tune in, you've got a dude who looks alright, or you've got a woman who looks not necessarily alright, but if she's got an arse and tits, then you're gone. No, then you're going, sorry. And it's just a bit I can only imagine how, you know, legends like Stevie Wonder, Jimi Hendrix and etc. like would feel currently about this stuff, you know, like taking place today, because what the things they did were completely like pivotal in the music industry, and like now you don't fucking, it's ridiculous, it's absolutely ridiculous what's going on nowadays, and people are falling for it. People are literally loving it. So you go out to a club or something, you walk in and all you hear is boom 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 boom. It's like some fucking, it's so shit. All you need is a keyboard nowadays, and that's it. You're a millionaire in the music industry. You're famous and you got, you know, whatever you want. But not only that, it's not only the music and the beats and the lyrics that are shallow and shit, but it's also the people that are singing, and I think it's quite a big problem nowadays. You know, like, you get people just, you know, like Bob Marley, who would just put everything on the line and express themselves in such a beautiful way through music. Extremely humble, extremely lovely characters, unique. You know, they fought to get, you know, where they were, and they literally crawled through shit to get to the top. Now you've got a guy posts a YouTube video, gets spotted, has lyrics he doesn't even sing himself, acts like a prick. Talking about Justin Bieber, by the way. He's a fucking kid, and I think he's got like a supercar or something, drives it about, and he's just a bit of a douchebag, really. He's a bit of a fucking douchebag. But get this right, get this. Some girl obviously fucking loves him. Went to one of his concerts. And Justin Bieber just spat on her, fucking spat on her. Like, it wasn't like a sexy way or anything, because, you know, like, people, you know, like, they spit on each other, like, in a sexy way or whatever sometimes. Not like a weird way, but, you know, you're in bed, just spit in your partner's mouth or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't in a sexy way, it was in like a sort of degrading way. I don't even know why he needed to spit. It was just a bit fucking, I don't know all the details either. I don't like funding idiots, so I don't watch the Kardashians program. What's it called again? Fucking Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't watch that. Don't watch anything to do with Jordan. Don't watch you know, just if they've got big tits, they wear makeup, I don't watch them basically. Or if they've got fake tan, short back and sides, long on the top, to the side, Nikes. It's just classic fuckboys. I don't watch classic fuckboys. I don't respect anyone like that in the media, because they've got nothing to say that would enrich your mind or increase your brain power or will actually attribute to your knowledge. So I find them just complete wastes of time, really. But yeah, no, an interesting point actually that I was going to say next is the topic of pubic hair. This in the last 3 minutes. Nowadays, a lot of people like shaved genitals, and I don't know what. I don't know why, because you would think that would remind them of sort of like a childish, you know, sort of like a kid's genitals. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like personally, I love it fucking big and hairy. A big, hairy, fluffy, soft bush pillow. That's what I like, you know. And then it's just like you get the sweat and the juice in there. It's like, you know, it adds to the rawness and the animalistic nature of sexual interaction. Not many people like that now. So I reckon the vintage porn is like where it's at. It's definitely vintage. Like the vintage kind of vibe was that was the high point. That was it. That's where they had it. I'm saying like 70. Like the 70s were like late 60s, early 70s was the time to live. That's when everything was fucking mental. Bushes were hanging out. Music was great. People would buy fucking pet tigers from exotic pet shops, walking them on the street, and just, you know, it's just fucking no one gave a shit. Everyone was colourful, and yeah. So, and the bush is a representation of that colourful nature. It's a middle finger to society. I keep a bush, and I'm proud of it. And I think a lot more women and men need to really appreciate that, and stop trying to fulfill the ideal person of today's. I say ideal. That's obviously sarcasm. Stop trying to fulfill that kind of, you know, image, because it's complete bullshit. Keep a bush, fuck razor blades, and, you know, stay in school and just stay off the streets. That's all I would really say. And I think that concludes today's session of Late Nights with the Veg. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.